It's Mountain Bike Life 25, and yeah, no, seeing something really positive through all this sadness. It's been going on in the world. Something's been shining like a bright star, and I saw that my ex-girlfriend, she's doing well. She has a successful business now, and I'm very proud of her. And yeah, it's called Rover.com if you want to check it out. I'm not. She's had many boyfriends, so she's a very good-looking woman. So you won't know which one it is. So don't go asking personal questions. But if you live in the area, check it out. Go on new Facebook. I'm just glad they left on good terms. Am I trying to convey relationship advice? Yeah, I guess so. Because I once spent 4 hours with a gal that just broke up with her boyfriend about 6 months ago. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and calm them down and talk about their hobbies, and find things that you never knew about them. Like, in certain beautiful ways. Like, don't go insidious about finding it. You know what I mean? About deep searching it. That's not the way. Go smooth. Listen to her thoughts. Be that guy. I'm not gonna play coulda, woulda, shoulda about my ex, because I'll tell you what. Sometimes I like being single and checking what the prospects have. If you catch what I'm saying. All the single ladies out there. I'm doing well. She challenged me to get a job before we broke up. It wasn't bad. She just said politely, I need to get a job. And I did. I bought over over $50,000 in guitars and musical instruments, and it sank, so I'm thankful to her. And if it hadn't been for her, I probably would have never made videos of me repairing video game consoles. But also, I'd have to thank another person that helped with that from watching his videos, was Gamerade with Adam Korlick. So, Adam, if you're watching this video, thanks, man, for teaching me how to fix a lot of systems. I knew how to fix systems, but I didn't know the extents that you knew. Like, there's things on the Xbox I didn't know until you showed me. Like, I was taking apart the Xbox the wrong way. There's actually a right way and wrong way to take apart an Xbox. If I had to go into detail, it's like to explain it, it's like writing a book. If you ever get a sticky door on an Xbox, that is a super easy fix. This only take 2 seconds. What you want to do is take the belt off that drives the door. If you can get it open manually, you can remove that belt, or just if you can get a Q-tip with some Windex and get that on the belt, it'll run a lot smoother. And then just wipe off the excess. Or just take the belt off completely. That's what I do. Some people replace the belt with an elastic, but I just recommend just put a little dab of Windex on it. It's a pretty straightforward fix. Another nice little fix is your Xbox One controllers. They came with too many parts, so what you want to do is, these are what you call a collapsible controller. Now, when you hold them in your hands, you can feel this is a modded controller. You can feel loose at times. You'll hear that crack-a-lackin' sound. It is loose. There's a mod that tell with that 10-foot cable on it. It's a modded cable. It's modded, but it's built with that. But this has been dismounted. I've taken this off, cleaned up the board. I don't use these no more, and they're starting to calcimize. I don't put batteries in them. And basically, I took out in the toggle, there'll be 2 snap rings on both toggles. one on each. Take them out. They're just crap. What they do is they hold back your controller and they will force your toggle sticks to act up. They're just, I call them garbage parts that Xbox puts in their controllers purposely, so you have to replace them. You could buy an Xbox Elite controller and you'll get the same thing. And you'll be ripping your hair out trying to fix it. And all you gotta do is take it to somebody like myself, or Adam Korlick, or somebody that works on computers or electronics, and they'll take it apart and they'll put it back together, and you'll be like, wow. And the only thing you might have to do during games is just pop these toggle sticks in and out once. You're good. Just hit the pause button and do it. It's a pretty easy fix. Other than that, mine barely does that anymore. Only time it really does that is NHL 16. But no, it's a slick operator, that machine. That controller. Another trick to your PS2. What you want to do is put a shorter cord that lines up with your power and with your ground, and basically don't have it hooked to your lid. There is a way of doing it. You have to look closely. I think you put it, I forget how you do it. It's in there. You just take the power ribbon, and you clip it. Yeah, that's how you do it. And clip it to the bottom, to the top, you get what I'm saying. The reset and the open. It's quite easy. That way, you can flick that lid off if you're dusting real quickly. It just something Sony should have done when they built these machines. Yeah, us guys that fix these stuff, we see this stuff and we get meowing like old angry cats waiting for a cat food, or staring each other down in an old alley. We don't like that stuff. You know, some of the things that irks us the most is the controllers. The best controller of the bunch is that 360. You just put rechargeable hobby grade batteries in it. That's it. The worst thing you can do is leave the batteries in too long, and then you'll get that calcium buildup. So my advice to you, just put a little baking soda in there when you're not using them. And then clean that baking soda out with a little compact air. It's good as new. Same thing with your PS2 controllers. When you're not using your PS2 controller, take it apart. You want to clean the increments in there before they get too dirty and the controller stops working. Because I've actually had a controller just stop working right during the middle of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and it was like, oh my god, I'm on a big mission here. And it's like, man, I actually had one freeze right at the final, at the end of the line. It was like, dang, the game did. It was either I played it too long or it was scratched. It's my Taylor. I gotta take it in. Gotta get a little maintenance check done. He just bought the bad boy 7 months ago. Got dirt cheap, under $800, $749. There's cheap guitars around. You just gotta find them. Yeah, lots of pawn tickets around here. Well, it's the same one. I got my N64 in the pawn shop. I had to get a little money. Going back to a full-time job July 27th. So things are going to be looking better for me. But, yeah, I just had a few bills to pay. Crap happens, you know. But, yeah, doing good. The Habs are winning. So far, so good. What can I say about the Habs playoffs so far? It's been a whirlwind. It really has. Am I going to comment on the injury to Evans? Hockey's a physical sport. It was dirty. It was very dirty. It was uncalled for. It was Evans's birthday. So I didn't, and for Scheifele to do something like that, I was like, why? Why do that? Because now Winnipeg Jets fans know that this could end their series because Scheifele is such a humongous key player for their team. It's hard not to talk about that stuff. It's coffee shop talk, but you gotta admit it. Guys who like talking about hockey, like me, it's hard not to ignore. But what we need to ignore is people that are making threats to Mark Scheifele's family. This is not fair. I understand the guy did something wrong, but don't be taking it out on his family. That is low class. Don't be taking it out on Mark himself. If he wants to do something dumb, it is what it is. But he probably cost his team the series. Remember that. And if you're feeling upset, go for a walk, chew some gum, have a nice cold glass of water. I was going to say something else, but no, but don't do that. Just nice ice cold glass of water. And just kind of alleviate your anger. Playoffs do that to people. It's emotional time. Yeah. And there's just such a want-on for that Stanley Cup. It would be nice to see it come back to Canada. Hopefully Montreal. It'd be interesting to see Montreal and Boston battle it out. I don't know. I think it'll be, if Montreal does get to the finals, it'd be Montreal and Colorado. It'd go 7 games. But I don't know. Like, Grubauer is okay, but and I met him in person, actually, Phil Grubauer, when he was playing for Kingston Frontenacs. He's good, but I don't consider him a starting goaltender. I would even take Pavel Francouz over him. And that's not, I'm trying not to insult Phil Grubauer, but I just think that Colorado should look for a goalie. They should have tried to snag Marc-Andre Fleury. Because obviously you can see Robin Lehner's ready to take off. He's soaring to success. The concussion's holding him back a little bit right now, but you give him a year. I don't know. I think Fleury will probably be his next expansion team, Seattle. That's my wild cat guess. Stanley Cup final picks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Montreal and Colorado. I was gonna go with Boston and Montreal. That's when Montreal was down 3-1. I thought they had no hope, and then something happened. I don't know. The rabbit came out of the hat, and that was a good rabbit. But with that, I had a good time explaining everything. So you check out that website, Facebook site, rover.com, if you're in that area of Peterborough. And yeah, they can help you. That's awesome. And I'll see you later. And I'm just going to while it out to 14 minutes. It's superstitious. So I get a few things done. There's my Daniel Briere autograph, one of my favorites. He's a little hockey player that could. He played for the Habs for a season. That's why it's there. Always been a fan of Miller and Campbell. Good guys. Good hockey players. Okay, I'll see you.